Hello, 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 and welcome to the ENG Youth Netball Premier League Review Show, where we're going to be talking about all the championships this weekend. It's going to be massive. And now we're also going to talk about the draw for the Cup and the Shield.
Yeah.
It's that time of year again, mate. The numbers are filtering down, and it's time for them to get closer and closer to playing.
It is. So we're kind of into our quarterfinals. The winners of this round will go to the semis, and then the semi-finals and the final will be conducted on the same day. What I was going to do in this round, what we have done the last couple of seasons, is open the draw up to the whole country. Now, to be honest, I'm sick and tired of people arguing about travelling, so I'm not going to do that tonight. So what we're going to do is we're still going to keep it south and north. Sutton Town and Ryland, depending on what the numbers were like, have either, I think Sutton Town have filtered into the north on one of them, and so have Ryland, to kind of balance out the teams and stuff. So we're not going to open it out to the whole country, just because I can't be dealing with the arguing about travel. And I make suggestions. I say, look, if someone's traveling far away, I personally would basically just make sure the venue's paid for, the umpires are sorted, because I know they're traveling X amount of hours. But it just doesn't. That's what I would do, and that's what I recommend to clubs. If someone's traveling 3-4 hours, just book the venue, get the umpires, make it's a long old journey. Let's not create too much drama. But it doesn't work out that way. So I'm just gonna have the south and the north still. Then when we get to the semi-finals and the final, then obviously we do a random draw, and then whoever qualifies will play whoever. Simple as that. Right, so there you go. Yeah, that's I can't deal with the arguing no more. It drives me round the bend.
Isn't the semi-finals in a centralised location? Isn't that what?
Yeah. So the semi-finals, it's a centralised location. Because we have gone down this road, you're more than likely to have the centralised location around the Midlands or whatever. Maybe Manchester, National Cycling Centre. I do love that venue. So yeah, Midlands or National Cycling Centre in Manchester will be the preferable venues for the finals.
Okay, there we go. There you go, Pooh. So, you heard it here first.
But before we move into the draw, let's just give you a little rundown of some of the scores. So our Shield competition under 13. So Worcester 33-27. MK Dons, I'm just going to skim through some of them. MK Dons beat AP Saints 48-31. Ryland recently, last weekend, 28-22 against AP Saints under 13s. Manchester Wildcats 42-25 against Northwich Sapphires. If we go to our, that's it. That's in the Shield. In our Cup event, it just gets some close games. So Hearts Dynamos 38-35 against Magic. Ooh, so well done, Hearts Dynamos. Just looking at other close scores. Tameside 33-17 against Wire. Big score line. Grangetown 49-16 against Chorley. But there's others, but I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to just pick out the close ones. So if we go to the 15 Shield. Let's have a look at the close one. So probably the closest one, Poole Netball Club against London Falcons, 40-26 there. Bramall are playing Chorley Inferno this week. And if we go to our Cup event, a very close game again. Hearts Dynamos, they do love a close game in everything we do, to be honest. 23-20 to Little Sutton against Hearts Dynamos. And yes, this is probably the closest game of them all in this round. It was Oaksway versus Grangetown. So Oaksway 43, Grangetown 41. So I know the Oaksway girls are watching tonight. Girls, if you're watching, we can send you a link. You can come in and you can tell us what you think of your draw. But close game there. But yeah, AP Saints, they won 60-31. Royals 63-21. As we go through each age group and each Shield or Cup event, I'm going to just give you a little idea of probably the big games that could potentially happen, and try and dramatise it as much as possible, Martin.
Yeah, always, mate. Always try our best.
Yeah.
just moving stuff around. I just noticed.
But tonight, because I'm not, I forgot to bring the bingo balls. But to be honest, me and Martin have discovered something that we probably knew about, but never bothered with. We've got this Wheel of Fortune. Now, you're probably all too young to remember the actual game, the Wheel of Fortune.
That's still out, mate. That's still out. I'm sure
Is it still out?
It must be Wheel of Fortune. Come on. Such a
So this is like fortune or the unfortunate, because depending on who you get and depending on where the location is, you might be fortunate or unfortunate. So we call it the Wheel of Fortunate or Unfortunate. Basically, Martin's just going to spin it. Whatever number comes out will represent whatever team. The first number that comes out will be the home team. Obviously, the second number that comes out will be the away team. And that's it.
All right. Let us know in the comments whether or not you like this idea better than him picking the balls out from the hat sort of thing. Because I actually like this idea. This is quite cool. To be fair.
So to everyone who messages me to say, give us a good draw, it's out my hands now.
It is literally out, mate. There is nothing anybody can say unless they say, Martin, you rigged it. And it's like, well, actually, as you can tell by all these adverts.
No, you coded it. You coded it to spin a certain way.
Been there hacking away. Paul Turnford final must be.
Oh, we had a couple of Paul. By the way, well done to all the under 11 7 finalists. Under 11s Netball Cup is well and truly underway. Some great competition at the weekend.
Yeah, definitely some great competition.
Good quality. Saturday and Sunday, the quality in the room was brilliant. The first time ever. Now, here's a good stat for you, and we might use this in the future for when ENG gives away $1 million. Remember this stat. It was the first time ever we had two competitions back to back where the top 4 from one group ended up being the semi-finals, not once but twice.
Ooh.
So Group A, the top 4,
both of them, the under 11s and the under 14s. That was the case. I thought it was only for the under 11s. It was only one.
No, and the under 14s. The top 4 from the under 14s in Group A ended up being the semi-finals.
Oh,
but there was a situation where CD Phoenix were 20 seconds away from losing against MK Dons.
They done so well.
No, this would have been a good one, which would have meant it would have been the first time ever in Netball Cup history. You ready for this, Martin?
Go on.
That the teams that come top of the group both went out in the quarterfinals.
Oh, now that you love your stats, sir, don't you?
So that would have been a big historic event. CD Phoenix.
You know it was good to see CD Phoenix back in there. Actually, I went up and saw the coach, and he actually came up to me prior to us going live, and you know what it's like when you just go live. Oh, let us know what you think, people. Did you like it that we did the warm up? And if in case Richard does do a run in, we had it ready for that as well, which also caused the problem was that you went straight into it and we had to change the stream to stream 3 and 4. But anyway, did you like that you could just watch the warm-ups as well? That allows us to check data bandwidths and stuff.
I wanted to do a little run in, but I had to I was on a very strict time limit to get the chairs back to London. So the guy was waiting for me, and basically if I wouldn't have got the chairs back that evening, I couldn't have gone back Monday because it was bank holiday and I went away. So the school would have been minus nearly 200 chairs.
Oh, I can't have that, mate.
So I'm sorry, kids, but the finalists, you're going to get it in the national finals. But let's start with the under 13s Shield.
Right. Okay. Right.
Let's see if mine can.
I've got
minimize this and the teams up and.
Yeah. Hang on. I've got to go. There we go.
Okay, so we're going to split it into South and North. So our southern teams is Worcester, MK Dons, London Falcons, and Stars. So, we're just going to randomize it. Martin's going to spin the wheel. These teams will play each other. They've got until the back end of June, early July to get these games. What I'm going to do is send not only their fixture, but I'm going to work out the best date, which fits. I know there's a lot of Butlin stuff going on, so I'm going to I'm going to get a date penciled in, which fits around everyone's diaries, and I'm going to send that. So not only will they know what their semi-final game is, they're going to know what the national finals are as well, so they can prepare for both.
Hang on, guys.
Okay, so let's go. So yeah, Worcester, was it? Worcester number one there, Martin?
Let me just do a Michael Caine. I was going to see. Why don't I try and do it this way? If I can. So this is all new idea. Oh, no, I can't do it that way, can I? I was going to say, it'd be cool if we could.
She can.
Oh, I can. Look. All right. Hang on. At least that way we know which numbers are which. Where's the thing? Oh, click spin. All right, are we ready then?
Yeah, so Worcester number one, MK Dons number two, London Falcons number three, Stars under. This is Stars' under 12s team number four. This is our under 13s Netball Shield quarter-final ties coming up. Right, so Martin, first one out. This is the home team.
All right, let me know, people. Do you want to come out first? Ooh, spinny. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Number.
I'm going to get. Where's my notepad? I'm going to get my notepad and write these down.
London Falcons. You're the first ones out. There you go. Who are you going to play? I got a scooter across to here. Oh no, done the wrong thing.
Yep. So London Falcons out first.
Yep. All right. Should we spin again? Right. Remove choice. Here we go. Who do you reckon they won't want to play? I reckon MK Dons.
Oh, by the way, Martin, last week I put a thing up on Instagram to say you got any get well messages or faker messages for Martin, and you're getting slaughtered, mate.
What's this? What? Say again.
So I basically put a story up to say, unfortunately, Martin was unwell, couldn't do the stream. Do you want to send him a get well message, or do you want to send him basically he's a faker message? And mate, seriously, the abuse was just. I can't even start to repeat what was being said about you, mate.
Thank you, everybody.
Mate, like
I'm just gonna spin the thing now. That's just so unfair. I thought people loved me. What do you reckon? 1, 2.
London Falcons are playing.
Number one, Worcester.
There you go, Worcester. Nice little trip to London.
Right, so this distinguishes who's going to be.
Oh,
yeah, right.
So we know MK Dons will play Stars, but who will be the home team?
Yes. Remove Twitter. Do you know, I'm liking this thing. This is quite cool.
No, I like it as well. It's far better. The amount of times I said, Sienna, Bella, get the bingo balls now.
Your neighbours must think they love bingo. Right, here we go.
MK Dons.
Okay, yeah. Which obviously means, I tell you what, that's going to be good, mate. Stars versus MK Dons.
Okay, so there you go. That's our southern section. London Falcons versus Worcester, and we have MK Dons versus Stars.
There we go.
So we're going to move over to the north, under 13s.
Yep, right. Let me just get this all done so that we know. I got the names. There we go. Should come up now. There we go. There they are. Up there on the screen for you, sir. Ryland, MNC.
Okay, so Ryland, you've come into the northern section because you're a lot further north than the other teams. Manchester, was Worcester? Oh, unlucky. Manchester Wildcats, Ellesmere Port, Altrincham.
Wildcats are new to the league. Well, to the league and everything, aren't they? But they've played a few times.
So spin that wheel, mate.
All right, here we go. Oh, hang on. Yeah, go on. Don't worry. I'll deal with this now.
So Ellesmere Port.
I know I've got south up there before people say change it to north. There we go. Right. Ready for the next one?
Yep. So Ellesmere Port out first, and they're playing.
I don't think they want to play Ryland. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I've completely forgot to talk about it, but yeah, Ryland and Manchester Wildcats. For me, if that game was to materialise, that is probably the biggest and most competitive game of this whole competition.
All right then. Okay, let's see what's going
They might play each other in the championship finals this weekend. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, definitely. Number 2, Wildcats.
There you go. Ellesmere Port versus Manchester Wildcats.
And then who gets to play the home game?
To be fair, that's not a bad game. To be fair, that's a fantastic game.
That is a game. That is a good game. New into the league, Wildcats, but good team. Ultrium, they get to play at home. But they're happy about that. Let us know in the comments. Definitely let us know in the comments about that. There you go, mate. You've got your
Nice one. Yeah, we've got our official quarter-final fixtures. So we've got London Falcons versus Worcester, MK Dons versus Stars, Ellesmere Port versus Manchester Wildcats, and Altrincham versus Ryland.
There we go. Cool.
I like that. Good.
I do. Right, here we go. So let's just do.
We're going to go under 15 Shield now.
Yeah. Let me just make all the changes. It's all right for you. You get to sit there on holiday.
Oh, mate, this is brilliant. This is tonight.
I'll do all the work, mate. Don't you worry.
Cheers, man.
There we go. There you go. South's up there under 15 Shield, mate. You want to read them out while I do everything else?
Yeah, well, you're the one who doesn't have. If Freya's watching from Oaksway, you're the one who doesn't have to write out her interview for the program. She has got a lot to say in these questions. I've got to type it all out tonight.
Oh, yeah, good.
So our Southern
busy.
No, hold on, Martin. Oh,
under 15.
Under 15s, Little Sutton Turnford.
Have I done it wrong?
That's the cup.
Oh, is that the? I got for the cup.
Yeah, that's the under 13s cup you've got there.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. Let me just double check. Yeah, probably right there, mate.
We can do the under 30. It's not a big deal. We can do.
No, mate. Let's do it right. If you're gonna do it right, do it right. Obviously, I made a mistake there. I'll just quickly correct that. There we go. Got this. I got this, mate. I got this. There you go. Is that better?
Yes, perfect. There you go. So Sutton Town, MK Dons, Pool Netball Club, and the name I'm always never going to be able to say. You say it, Martin?
Abertillery, isn't it?
Abertillery. That sounds good. So Sutton Town, MK Dons, Pool Netball Club, and Abertillery. That's our Southern under 15 Shield team. So Martin, spin that wheel, mate.
Spin it. I'll tell you what. Abertillery, good luck, mate. That's what I'm saying. Good luck. Good luck, team. That's some teams in there, mate. Oh, well, at least you got the home call.
There you go. Who's off to Wales?
Oi. I'll tell you that's like, ooh. Hang on, I've lost the thingamabob. There we go. Got it.
Martin, can you delay when you say the team, because you're a bit ahead of us, so you're killing my suspense, mate.
Oh, really? Oh, you got a little bit of lag.
Yeah, no. So we got like a 2-second delay in our side because you've got it right. So when you see the number, wait 2 seconds.
But everybody was nasty to me in all those messages, so no.
So everyone at home's anticipating what number it is, and you're telling us already.
Send nice messages next time, and maybe I'll think about it. There you go. Yeah, you're going to be nasty to me. I'll be nasty back. Have some of that, people. Right.
Who's off to Wales?
Oh, I didn't do the remove thing.
If it didn't do the remove thing, spin it and then remove. No, because it has to be.
It's all right. We exclude 4. Look at me, mate. I'm on fire today. Look, I know how that stuff works. Right, here we go. Who do you think would be their best chance at winning against?
Is that a question to me?
Yeah, it's a question to you. Let us know in the comments, people. It'd be nice.
I think I'm not sure if it's a school. I think this might be a school team. I think they're going to find it tough against any of these 3 teams. So it'd be a big challenge for them.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not going to distinguish between any of the 3, because honestly, I don't think you can. I think it's an uphill battle. But there we go. Let that spin happen. Got to wait 2 seconds, apparently. Right. Number.
There we go. Perfect, Martin. MK Dons, number 2. So off to Wales you go. Like some of them must be saying as we speak, I get to see my uncle now.
Yeah, there you go. Good old Wales. Right.
So who's going to be home out of Sutton Town and Poole Netball Club?
They're quite far apart, weren't they, really, to be fair? So
yeah, it's probably the furthest.
Ah, right. So does one get to go to the seaside or one doesn't? Here we go.
Martin, that's not nice.
What?
You have nothing nice to say about Sutton Coldfield, mate.
It's not by the sea. Oh, you get to go to the seaside. Sorry. Do not wait 2 seconds.
No, you did it. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, okay. I thought I naffed that up. There we go.
So Poole Netball Club at home to Sutton Town.
So let us know what you think, Sutton Town. What do you think about that, hey?
Trip to the seaside.
Yeah, exactly. Seaside. Let me just do that. Did I click? There we go.
So now we have the northern section coming up.
Yep. He says. Wait, did I do that right? Apologies. You can tell I'm ill. There we go. Right. I've got. Actually, if I put it up there, you can tell me if I've got the right selection, so I don't have to double check.
Should be perfect.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, perfect.
I got worried there, mate. I got worried. All right. Okay.
Okay. Northwich Sapphires number 1, Wire 2, Warrington 3, and 4 Bramall or Chorley. So spin that wheel, Martin. So Bramall, I would say, is probably I think it might be the under 14s team. I'm not sure. Wire, very good team. One of the favourites probably to win this competition. There you go, Wire. You're at home.
I'll be happy about that.
Yeah, well, Abby was saying to me, get me a nice home draw. There you go, Abby. Sorted.
There you go. Money needs to be deposited in the account within 24 hours, people, remember?
24 hours, mate. 2 minutes.
Sorry, 2 hours then. All right. Oh, that was nearly number 3. Oh, but it's number 1.
There you go. Northwich Sapphires. Good game. Both of these teams are at our championship finals this weekend.
Uh-oh.
And let's see who's going to be home between Warrington. But to be honest, all these teams are not that far away from each other.
Are they not? Oh, okay. Well,
no, it's not. I think it might be an hour here or there.
Yeah, it's not an hour's drive, isn't it?
When people say to me that that's 2 hours, I think, mate, that feels like just a trip down the shops, man.
Mate, it does, doesn't it? There we go. Bramall or Chorley are at home.
And they'll be playing
Warrington, mate. Yep.
Oh yeah, the concept. I'm waiting. I'm sitting here waiting for you to spin it, but there's no point.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay.
You want me to spin the thing again?
So the official Shield fixtures: Abertillery versus MK Dons, Poole Netball Club versus Sutton Town, Wire versus Northwich Sapphires, Bramall or Chorley versus Warrington.
Right. Okay, so now we're going to go on to
the under 13s Netball Cup.
Okay, so start with the South.
Yep, we'll start the South.
All right. Okay. Under 13s. Oh, machine's loving this. Let's do this. There you go.
Okay, so Sutton Town, MK Dons, Poole Netball Club, and Abertillery.
That is correct.
No, that isn't it.
Hang on.
No, it's not it.
I was going to say
it should be the Little Sutton, Stroke Turnford, Aces, Hearts, Dynamos, and Stars.
Do you know what? I don't know what I've done wrong to say, mate. I really don't. Right, don't worry. I'm on it. I was looking at going, hang on, that looks like the same as the other thing. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, perfect. So Little Sutton or Turnford, I'm hoping they can get that fixture over the line. I know they're having a bit of trouble finding a date. Hearts, Dynamos, Stars, and Aces. So basically, if Turnford were to play Stars, that would be probably the biggest game in that fixture. So Turnford, who come runners up in our Youth Netball Premier League against the team that come 5th.
That'll be a big game, actually. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Shall I push? Shall I push?
Turnford got to get past Little Sutton first. Off you go, Martin. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
So again, Little Sutton based in the Midlands, so anyone potentially travelling to the Midlands, but apart from that, relatively close. There you go. So Turnford, Little Sutton on Turnford, they're at home.
Yeah, they are indeed. There we go. Just click that. And then...
And they'll be playing. So Stars would be the big one.
It would be, actually, wouldn't it? Definitely.
But don't forget, you've got Aces in there who are on a good run of form at the moment.
Massive. They have transformed this season, mate.
So they'll be playing Hearts Dynamos.
Yeah.
So Little Sutton or Turnford, you're going to be playing Hearts Dynamos. So get your fixture done so we can get that sorted.
This is going to be a good game.
Right. Who's going to be home? Is it West London or South London? London Derby, mine.
London, I like a derby. Like a derby. Ooh, Stars.
Mel will be happy with that.
She will be, won't she? More than
I suppose they could potentially get outdoor courts now the sun's coming out. Make it easier to organise.
Well, there's a point.
Just a suggestion. Some people say to me, "Oh, netball is more in risk of injury and stuff." And it's like, well, you could probably get injured driving to the venue. It's a bit,
That's that. Yeah, that does.
You know what? You got more. I was saying to Sienna the other day when she was scoring, I was like, how we haven't seen, we've rarely ever seen kids colliding their heads in netball. When you think about the amount of movement and the amount of change of direction that happens in a game, it is unreal that you rarely see a clash of heads.
And I'll tell you another thing. Obviously, through the seasons I've been watching, obviously the netball in the ENG league, I've just seen gameplay get better and better and better.
Yeah. Well, Mel said from Stars, if you go back, she was watching your stream a few months back from 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I'm putting it out on YouTube. Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah. And
I honestly
said if you can compare this under 12s to the one 2 years ago, shows the difference is scary. And that's because we're developing these players a lot sooner now. This league and all the things we're doing is having an effect on how people approach competition now. And the more we keep pushing 11s, 10s, 9s, 8s, it won't be long before these leagues are not, it's a bit like a football, basically. Performance leagues for 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s. The whole thing's going to be transformed. In the next 3 to 5 years, we're probably going to have girls as young as 8 in high performance leagues, basically developing them and getting them ready for high intense netball. And by the time they're 12, again, the level is just going to keep going up and up and up. Like we had Tamsin Greenway at our under 11s competition on Sunday, who is one of the most recognised netball coaches, former player, well-respected coaches in the country. She was coaching one of the teams there, and she turned around and said, I'm just blown away by the difference compared to when I was growing up. So the standard, the environment they're playing in, it's a completely different ball game. But that didn't happen until ENG and FBL turned up on the scene. It just didn't happen. The environments they're accessing now just didn't happen until they were probably 14 or 16 for the England netball. But now they're accessing these environments from the age of 10 upwards, not just in their club netball, but even within the workshops and stuff like that. They're getting exposed more and more to high level competition. So naturally, the level is going to rise even more. So, yeah, that's it. I don't know how we got onto that.
We've got Ed asking, is the under 12 draw tonight? Do you mean for the championships?
Ed, if you're talking about the Youth Netball Premier League, that's a predetermined fixture list, so that is all dependent on where you come in your league, and all the clubs have the information. So
a little bit later as well.
Yeah, we will talk about it. But no, the Youth Netball Premier League is no draw. It's all predetermined based on your position in the league. So if your club come top of the South, you will play fourth in the North, and if you come second, you will play third.
Yeah.
So there we go. So let's move on to the North.
Okay, let's bring that up. Well, then do this. There we go. That's right. Sutton Town, Tameside, Leeds, and Grangetown. Is that correct, sir? Please say it's correct.
Perfect. Yeah. Now the big game here.
Yeah,
no one wants to travel to Grangetown.
Why? Why doesn't anybody want to go to Grangetown? What's wrong with Grangetown, people?
Grangetown? No one wants to drive there. So
where's Grangetown?
I don't know. So big game here would be Sutton Town Leeds. Now these two teams in the next couple of weeks will be vying, I can imagine, for a top 3 space in our Youth Netball Premier League grand finals. So if that was to happen, what a game that would be. But Tameside, I don't know too much. Yeah, it's the under 13 team. This Tameside team, I've got no doubt would be. I put them as one of the favourites to win on the weekend, mine, in our championship final. So a good pedigree here. Grangetown's on the 13s. They come fourth in our under 13s Northern Conference. So high level, high pedigree here, mine.
Definitely, mate.
Sutton Town, the champions of the South. Leeds Athletic champions of the North.
That'd be a good game. That would right. Shall I push the button?
Push it, mate.
Let's see if this happens. Ooh. Here we go.
Don't say anything.
Oh, Grange. Sorry.
Grangetown.
Right.
And they'll be playing. Who are they playing, Martin?
We're going to find out in literally 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Here we go. Spinny. Sutton Town.
I knew that would happen. The longest possible journey. There you go. So who's going to be at home between Leeds and Tameside? So Sutton Town, probably the constellations, the constellation, like the things in the sky. The consolation to that is you avoided Leeds, so Leeds are at home.
They probably wouldn't care, mate. They're a hot team.
But maybe they can organise maybe a middle. Look, I'm going to say this: if teams want to meet in the middle, I will organise the venue for you. Like I will take that work off of you. Just give me the date. I'll organise the venue, and you don't have to do just a minimal amount of work. All you got to do is turn up.
There you go. You can't say any better than that, can you?
Leeds versus Tameside. So there you go. That is our official under 13s cup draw. So we have Little Sutton or Turnford playing Hearts Dynamos. Stars versus Aces. Grangetown versus Sutton Town. Leeds versus Tameside. Now, I do like the fixture between Stars and Aces, that big London derby. I think that's a really cool fixture.
Definitely.
Grangetown, Sutton Town, good fixture as well. I'm happy in a small way that Sutton Town avoided Leeds, because I think that's a game that deserves a semi-final or a final. Leeds versus Tameside. Again, Tameside, if we rarely saw them with a full-strength team. So if they can get a full-strength team to Leeds, I think also that would be a fantastic game, and a game which will push Leeds to the max, because they definitely need pushing, because they're an incredible team. So there you go. So there you go. That's our under 13s cup. Little Sutton or Turnford versus Hearts Dynamo. Stars versus Aces. Grangetown versus Sutton Town. Leeds Athletic versus Tameside.
And there we go.
And now, finally, for the under 15s, I know the Oaksway girls are watching here.
Got the South under 15s.
Yeah, perfect. So just have a look. So Stars versus Royal Stars. So Stars or Magic versus AP Saints.
Stars and
Royals versus AP Saints will be a good game. Royals versus Magic or Stars will be a good game. Royals played Stars and Magic in our league, and the game was super close. I think against Stars. Do you remember? Stars were winning, then their fire alarm went off.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting one.
We still haven't found out whether the coaches or the parents, put their fist through the fire alarm yet.
Yeah, because
Maybe it might come out in a few years.
The mood of the game, didn't it? It did have a
It did.
change. It did.
It did.
Amazing, that sort of mentality thing of a change like that can happen, and
Yeah.
amazingly change like that. Because wow.
Little Sutton, they had back-to-back wins in the last round of the last round of our league. Again, a team that on their day that they can push anyone, they can play anyone, they can beat anyone. Little Sutton, AP Saints in our championship finals, Royals, Stars, Magic in our grand finals. So all these teams playing big national competitions in a few weeks' time.
Yeah. Ooh. Right. Do you know what?
Let's go.
Those games, it's basically like just watching the Youth Netball Premier League, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
Each one's going to be a great game.
So AP Saints, you're at home. Now,
are you happy about that, AP Saints?
I think AP Saints would like to avoid Royals. They're the champions of the South.
And on fire. Great team, well.
Yeah, so let's see.
Right, let's see.
This is definitely the way forward, in mine.
I think it is. It stops all that problem, doesn't it? But then again, I like you picking the balls out.
No, this is definitely the way forward. Number one, so Little Sutton. So Little Sutton, you're off to North London.
Yeah, right.
Good luck finding the parking spot.
Yeah, good luck. Try not to park on the red line. Right.
So it's going to be Royals against Stars on Magic. Let's see who's going to be the home team.
Do you know what I'd love to see in the comments? People going Royals, or Stars, or Magic, just to say we want to be at home, because that's definitely going to be the advantage in this game. Oh, Stars on Magic, which means Royals. Get yourself a bus, going on the trip.
Hey, Mel's done all right tonight. I think she's got all home games tonight, apart from one.
Mate, she's been hacking the website that we're using.
Yeah, I think she has.
I think Mel has. I wouldn't put
so,
it past.
No, definitely not. So, AP Saints, Little Sutton, Stars or Magic versus Royals. So, let's go over to the north.
I'll tell you what, mate. Stars, Magic versus Royals. Great game.
If you want, it's some great games. Here we go. There's some decent ones here. So you got Ribble Valley, third in our Northern Conference, playing in our grand finals in a couple of weeks' time. Chester, Altrincham. I don't know much about Altrinham's under 15s, but I know Chester's top four in our grand finals last year, fourth place in our Youth Netball Premier League this year. A team that have got a lot of pedigree, a lot of history within ENG, so a very strong team there. Oaksway, champions of the North in our Youth Netball Premier League, favourites to win our grand finals in a couple of weeks' time. And then you have Ryland, a team that won the Under-14s League last season. Unfortunately, a few clashes and stuff meant they couldn't push for the title in the Under-15s Southern Conference. But an incredible team who can, at this age group, can beat anyone. So those five of those teams, any fixture is going to be a big fixture. But Oaksway, because they are the champions of the North, they are the favourites to potentially win this competition. Them and Royals.
Okay.
So here we go. So we put Ryland into the Northern section because they're the team that's the highest north possible, if that makes sense.
The highest from the south, you mean?
Yeah, in terms of location.
More northern from the southern. There you go. That'll confuse people. Right, should I push it?
Go.
I like this spinny thing, mate. It's quite cool. I got it, mate.
So Ribble Valley. And they'll be playing Oaksway. There you go.
Do you know
Good
how hard it
game.
is not to say anything? Got to wait 2 seconds. Teams an
So
attack.
who's going to be at home between Ryland and Chester or Altrincham? Altrincham.
Who's that again? Say again.
Ryland, you're at home. There you go. And they're going to be playing Chester or Altrincham. There you go. Okay. So there is the draw for the under 15s. Well, not Shield, it's the Cup event.
Sorry.
That's all right, mate. They all know. So AP Saints versus Little Sutton, Stars Magic versus Royals, Ribble Valley versus Oaksway, Ryland versus Chester or Altrincham. So whatever top 4 we get from there, it's going to be a good quality national finals, I think.
I think that is, mate. That's going to be amazing.
If you qualify for national finals, it's 2 40-minute games. So you'll play the semi-finals. If you win, you go to the final. If you lose, you go to the 3rd and 4th playoffs. It'll be our final competition of the season.
Seems such a long time ago, mate.
Yeah, we always end with the Netball Cup. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Information will be going out to all the teams, as will the national final details. Like I said, because of the way we've done it, probably more Midlands based, the final, if not the Manchester Cycling Centre. That's probably one of my preferred venues. Plus, we don't really do a lot in Manchester in terms of national events. So I think the northern teams deserve a break from travelling to a certain extent. But there's plenty of teams that travel. But unfortunately, when you're a performance-minded club, this is something you're going to have to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't get a choice.
When people say to me, "Oh, travel this," I think, stop. If you are a high performer in any industry, you are required to travel. You're required to put yourself out there. You're required, and that goes from I did it. My dad sacrificed his life to my football, not to my sister's swimming. No, poor sister. But it just comes part and parcel. If you want to play local netball or local football or local hockey, and you don't want to push yourself. Unfortunately, you won't have to travel. But the better you get, the more you push yourself, whether it be in sport, whether it be in education, whether it be in business, you will find that you have to put yourself out more. And that's just part and parcel of being a high performer, unfortunately.
It is. Agreed.
That's how it is, unfortunately. So please, no one. I don't want to hear travel thing. I'm well aware of the travel distances around the country. I do them all the time. So hopefully teams can get these games sorted nice and quickly. Like I said, the national finals will be at the end of June, early July. We'll get it all done before the schools break up. And then we'll get all planned. Then once this is done, we can all plan for I've got literally 95% of all my events sorted for next season already.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah. So, and good news is I've got my Southern Youth Netball Premier League. The venues have basically said in the next 2 weeks they're going to sort out the dates and what we can and cannot have. So we're going to have that all sorted. We're going to be able to pencil in what games the under 12s are going to be on, the 13s, the 14s, the 15s, the under 11s. It's all going in there. So looking forward to getting that scheduled and getting it out there so everyone can be prepared and plan for next season.
Excellent. My word. What's happened to you, buddy?
So there you've got to be organised, mate. But we're going to move on to our debut. Now, I'm a bit annoyed at myself because I'm wanting to put stuff up online about this week's competition, but I'm so tied down with focusing on other stuff, and I'm sorting out the All-Star Nationals. I'm up in Scotland and I'm in Northern Ireland doing that. Doing this program for the grand finals takes up a lot of my time. Like it just takes a lot of time. So, but at the same time, there's no history to the championship finals. There's nothing really to kind of talk about because we haven't had one before.
Right, that's true.
So I'm kind of struggling for content, and I don't want the players to think, "Oh, Rich doesn't care about the championship finals. It's all about the grand finals." Well, I need content. I need history. I need data, and I haven't got that at the moment. So this championship finals is going to be historic in a sense because it's going to be the first one we've ever done. So it's the teams that come 5th to 8th in our 12s, 13s, 14s, and 15s Southern and Northern Conference. And the whole idea of this competition is basically to offer the girls in the league more competition. I think it's unfair to kind of just always give the top 4 teams an opportunity to push themselves on a national level, because the other girls, they're more than capable of competing. They want to compete. They want to prove themselves on the national stage. They want the pictures. They want the confetti cannon. They want the trophies. So why not? Let's see who is the best team within the 5th to 8th placings in the table. I want to see it. If you come 5th to 8th, I want to see if you're the best team within that section.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And you will be the championship national champions.
And the first ones ever.
And look, I was talking to someone about this, and they said, to be honest, again, I don't want to take anything away from teams that come 4th in my group, but they said, I'm glad we didn't sneak into 4th, because if we'd have come 4th, we probably would have got absolutely walloped by the team that come 1st in the North. So this way, my girls have a realistic chance of not only doing okay, but actually winning, and getting that winning feeling. So again, if you win this competition at the weekend, the joy, the how you feel, you're not going to sit there and go, well, I don't feel as happy because it's not the grand finals. There's 0% of you thinking that. Yeah. You're going to feel on top of the world. I'm telling you. So the teams that are in this competition, it's a fantastic competition. You get to play against teams you don't normally play against. Obviously, it's going to be live streamed. You've got the photographs, you've got the videographers. Hopefully, a fantastic atmosphere inside there, and you're making history. This is the first time ever it's been done. In terms of structure, it's a far better structure than anything else out there. In terms of how we divide the teams up, we don't waste people's time. We don't have it over a weekend. It's just one day. The fixtures are self-determined by your placing, and depending on how you get on that first game depends on how you then maneuver yourself through the rest of the competition. So the ones that, so let's go through the under-12s competition.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about as I said online, the runners and riders of that competition.
That's better, isn't it? See, you can see that better that way. Under 12s.
Yeah, so we have Shan versus Chester. So we have 5th. So I'm going to call it the top seed from the south. The top seed from the south versus the 4th seed from the north. Shan were unlucky not to qualify for our grand finals. They probably will look back at the game against Poole Netball Club where they lost to kind of look and think that was where it all went wrong in a sense. They drew against Sutton Town no, did they draw against Sutton Town? No, they beat Sutton Town. They beat Sutton Town, who went on to... Hold on. No. Sutton Town come third. But they drew with Sutton Town. No, they beat Sutton Town. And Sutton Town beat Wadson on the final game of the season, who won the league. So it is, for me, Shan coming into this are probably... Yes, their placing does suggest they are going to be one of the top teams, but I think they're definitely one of the teams to beat coming into this. I think Chester is going to be a tough one for Chester. But again, two different cultures clashing, mate. You've got a team from London, you've got a team from Cheshire, you've got a team that plays a northwest way, and you've got a team that plays a London way. The Colin way, the Shan way. It's
going to be interesting, especially with Colin there.
So. Yeah, Shan versus Chester, good game. Oldham under 11s are playing AP Saints.
Do not be or underestimate the under 11 Oldham team, AP Saints. I am telling you, they are good.
So yeah, the 2nd seed from the north playing against the 3rd seed from the south. So in table positions, this is 6th versus 7th. Oldham are going to be they're going to be tough to beat.
Honestly, I said this all the way through the review shows, through the season. under 11s, amazing how well they've done. You know, what I mean, they're playing in a year lower. You know, what I mean, they're a year lower, and they've stepped up, and they have literally, and it is, and you know, what I mean, they'd already qualified for the championships.
Well, put it this way, 8% are missing a couple of players, which ain't going to help their cause. I do believe Oldham will probably win this game based on AP Saints missing a couple of players. But if Oldham were to win and Shan were to win, what a semi-final that would be. Shan versus Oldham, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. And I'm telling you this now, this Oldham under 11s team, they are going to be absolutely buzzing for this. For them, there's no pressure on them because they're playing a year below. But if they were to win this event, that would be huge for them. And especially they got their under 11s Netball Cup competition coming up. They've got to be a shoo-in for one of the team of the year if they go and win that as well. So Oldham under 11s versus AP Saints, that's the Shan versus Chester, and Oldham and AP Saints will kick us off.
Tom's right in there, mate. Look at that. We can't wait.
No, I'm telling you, I think they're well up for this. Really, this is a perfect competition for them, and especially within their development this season. So this is an opportunity for them to really ruffle a few feathers, and no doubt they can come away winning this. I've got no doubt about it.
I've no doubt about it.
Then we got the top seed from the north, Bury. Again, they started the season very well. They had four wins. They were flying, but when they come up against the top teams in the league, like the Oldhams, the Rivingtons, Leeds, and Ellesmere Port, just fell short a bit. Hatfield just about got into this competition. They couldn't lose by 4 points.
Mad, mate. Mad.
And at one point they were 7 points down.
Oh,
they managed to lose, I think, by only 3 points in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
So they saved themselves by a point.
Oh.
A point.
Hatfield is a good team.
So yeah, Hatfield. It's going to be tough. Don't get me wrong. You know, you play who you play based on your position. But again, a great opportunity for them. A great opportunity for them. Experience, development wise. I could obviously Bury are the favourites going into it because their league position suggests so. But good luck, Hatfield. Good challenge there for you. Then our last game, which I think is probably one of the most 50-50 games you're probably going to get in this in any of our competitions. Poole versus Wyre. Like we said, Poole had beaten Shan earlier in the season. They had come in the top 10 of our Netball Cup. They were in the top 4 of our league for 3 rounds, I believe it was. They got good, obviously, Hayley, their coach. She did high expectations for them. Yeah. Going to put a lot of demands on them. She'll be expecting them to win that game. But Abbey and Wyre, we've seen them play fantastic netball this season. Maybe didn't play as well on their last game of the season against Oldham. They're a bit asleep at the wheel in that one. But there's no way they're going to be performed like this in this game. For me, this is a 50-50, mate. All day. This is, when you look at both teams as well, in terms of their physical attributes, the way they play the game, it's exactly the same. Like physically, technically, it's going to be good fun. This is a good game, really good game. One of the standout games of the competition.
I'm looking forward to that, definitely. And Shanchester. Actually, all of them, to be fair, mate. You know, you look at that and you go, woo, it's going to be good.
So, for me personally, I think it'll be maybe on paper, Shan, Oldham semi-final there. Bury, I'm going to go a little bit on the side of Wyre. I'll say Bury, Wyre semi-final, and then obviously the other teams, they go into our 5th to 8th playoff final. So Chester, AP Saints potentially in our 5th to 8th place semi-finals, and then Hatfield, Poole in our 5th to 8th place semi-finals. I think that's it. And then if Shan was to play Oldham, I think Shan will have the edge, but I think physically, in terms of their physical build, they've got really tall shooters. Well, they got a shooting partnership, which is one of the best in the league. I think the physical attributes of Shan will be a bit too much for Oldham's under 11s. Please don't throw your shoes at the screen, kids. Then Then Bury Wire, if they was to go that game, I would have to side with Bury. Then potentially we'd probably have a Shan Bury final. That's how I think it may go down, Martin.
Yeah, I think you might. What about so is it 1, 2, 3, 4? So 1 and 3.
No, so one will play 2, the winners and the losers.
Right. So yeah.
And 3 will play 4.
Yeah, okay, right. So
again, Shan, because they won the league, their next game potentially is the team that is the 2nd seed in the opposite league. So again, a self.
Everything here. I'm going to say it's Shan Paul.
You going Shan Paul?
It's Shan Paul. Sounds like some kind of hair. Shan Paul, shampoo. Shampoo.
So we'll put this up.
We're bringing out a new shampoo. The
shampoo.
Shampoo. I use a shampoo. There we go.
Colin can advertise it.
Yeah. Having Colin running and Haley with her hair. When Shan and Pool get together, here comes Shan Pool.
So
and then you have Colin coming in. I'm loving it. Sorry.
If you haven't booked your tickets, please book online. I did look earlier and I thought, wow, I hope people are turning up. So get booking online. Please don't wait on the day. We will charge more on the day. We do not want to be messing around doing ticket sales on the day. There's a lot to organise, a lot to do, and the last thing we want to do is just sit there and take payments on the door. So if you can please do it online, because otherwise you're going to get charged more on a day. So let's move on to the under-13s.
Oh, okay. Again, if you can't be there, don't forget you can watch it on the live stream.
I think you're going to do well this weekend, mate. I think that'd be a good one for you. So,
I don't know, mate. You never know. You never know.
So the 12s are in the morning. In the afternoon, we have the under-13s. And again, some really cool fixtures here. So Stars, who finished the season really strong.
Yes.
They beat Magic. They're, again, another team that are unlucky. What killed them was at the start of the season, they had a school trip and they had to send practically a B team. And that was a loss. They had one loss at the start. So that if they didn't, that would have been a win and they should have been in our grand finals. But they're not. And they will play Chorley Inferno. So Stars is our top seed playing against our 4th seed from the north. The only issue of this game is Chorley Inferno. That position in the table is not really representative of their quality. The season was just filled with county clashes, illness, school trips, you name it. This is going to be a tricky one for Stars. I think both teams have a great chance of winning. I think you might see an upset here. I think Chorley might win this one.
Oh, that's interesting. So I'd back Stars, but okay.
Now, the next game is a corker.
Now, I tell you what, Aces, they've come back so well this season. They've done amazing. So with their new coach, isn't it? They got a new coach. Is it? No.
Yeah, they've introduced someone. I don't even know his name. I'm so sorry, mate. But he's constantly there, driving them forward, and it does make such a difference to it, Martin.
Honestly, they were at the bottom. They were sat at the bottom of losses, mate, and then all of a sudden they started to come back, and then they
4 wins in a row.
Yeah, they are on it. So there you go. It's
So for me, now when you think Manchester Wildcats, they nearly beat Oldham.
Yep.
They gave Leeds Athletic a great game in our cup event. So even when the Leeds parents messaged me and said, "How the hell are they bottom?" or "How the hell are they bottom 2?"
Weird world we live in.
I'm just trying to think who the other team. There was another team in the league as well. They've done a really good job on. And again, they're coming into this in good form. They're playing Aces, a team that are in great form. This is again. I'm so happy. I pushed this, and I was adamant to get this done because we wouldn't have been able to see these games otherwise. Yeah. So Manchester Wildcats as Aces for me is a top game. I tell you what, Martin, who are you picking, mate?
Aces. Honestly, sorry, Wildcats. I would have chose you, but with the massive play, the skill level, and everything I've seen from Aces, and how they literally should be in the grand finals. So I'm actually tipping them to win that one.
I'm going to agree with you, Martin.
Oh, I thought you got.
I think, again, I talked about online. We're going to talk about who we think is going to win. We're going to talk about the upsets. I think these two games represent, based on the paper, based on where they come in the table, this represents a potential two upsets here. I don't think it's too much of an upset if Aces were to beat Manchester Wildcats, because both teams are good quality teams.
Yeah, well,
In
the
but
league.
Aces, for me, again, it's the physicality of Aces. They've got a really tall shooter, and if they can feed her well, and she's ruthless under the post, it's going to be tough for Manchester Wildcats to kind of stop that. So I think that would be the defining factor in that game. But what a game! Looking forward to it. That is pay-per-view worthy. That game, Martin.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I'm. Do you know what I'm looking forward to? It's that thing. Wildcats obviously new into the league as well. Great team. Just and Aces are on the form at the moment. I do think Aces are just going to tip it, but definitely a game to watch. Like they all are.
100%, 100%. No, but some games do have that added bit of ingredients, and for me, that game is a top game. Tameside versus Little Sutton. So we have the top seed from the north playing the fourth seed from the south. It's going to be a tough one for Little Sutton. But what's Little Sutton bring to the table is that competitive spirit. I don't think I've ever seen a Little Sutton team that has ever given up. They're ever down tools. They're ever kind of soak and whine and whinge. They're kind of like a team I used to coach when I did active gamers called Cedar Park. They would lose it. They would lose it like emotionally, in terms of they get angry, frustrated, but they're proper competitors.
Yeah,
they're proper competitors. They don't soak off. They don't hide. When the going gets tough, they dig deeper. And if Tameside are not on their game, Tameside have got a wonderful defence. They've got a brilliant defence. Potential banana skin here, but I think Tameside probably a little bit going to be a bit too strong. But Little Sutton, they always bring the fire, always bring it. So that's a good game for them, a really good game. Tameside, watch out, don't fall asleep at the wheel, because Little Sutton will capitalise on it. But if we go to this next game, Ryland Ellesmere Port, is kind of like the Manchester Wildcats Aces one.
Yeah,
you've got two teams.
Popcorn time, man.
Well, Ryland only lost to Sutton Town by 1 point.
Yeah.
Sutton Town went on to win the league. So that gives you an idea of the fine margins between Ryland coming fifth. I think they come sixth in the end, and the winning team. Ellesmere Port in the league, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. They're 2-3 minutes away from beating Oldham. Oh, yeah. They done a great job against Leeds
as well. Seems to be doing well for them. Yeah.
So
Ireland, you got a big handful there, mate.
Superb game, Martin. Who are you going for in that?
Gotta say Ellesmere Port, mate. You know, love my Ellesmere Port. They're cool. So, but
it's going to be tough. To be honest, I think it's going to be tough for Ireland. It's Ellesmere Port were in our grand finals last season. This season in our championship finals, it will be tough. I'm going to have to agree with you again, Martin. I think the kind of Ellesmere Port for me have the edge, but like I said, with Ryland only losing to Sutton Town by 1 point, just goes to show what good quality team they are. And if they've got their full squad there, I would say 55% to 45% in Ellesmere Port's favour.
It's close, so close.
Yeah. So if I go through what I think may happen, so if I think Chorley Inferno might spring a surprise there on Star, so I'm going to go with that. So you might have a Chorley Inferno Aces semi-final, then Tameside versus Ellesmere Port, with potentially Aces playing Tameside in the final.
Do you know what? I might have to agree with you there. I do think Aces are on their winning ways, and I do think I'll be quite surprised if they don't make it to the final. And Tameside, out of yeah, I'm actually going to, Ellesmere, Port, Ryland, depending on what happens there. I'm going to go with you on that one.
Cool. Don't forget, people, you have access to all the streams. Do not turn up. We're talking about the physical attributes of some of these teams. Please don't turn up blind. You can watch it as to your heart, to unlimited access to all these teams and what they can and cannot do. So no reason for any team to get bashed up, because all the information is there.
There it is. Study them, understand them, and then beat them. Right, you'll go to number 14.
14, yeah. Now, this is where my stress comes from. 14s and 15s.
Go on then.
A little bit of stress. So Conquerors, top seed in the south, playing the Ellesmere Port, who were the 4th seed in the north. Going to be tough for Ellesmere Port. Conquerors are a team definitely on the up. Great defense, some great shooters. It's going to be tough. I hate saying it, but for me, Conquerors are definitely the favourites, and they should win that game based on what I've seen of them this season. But a bit like Little Sutton, Ellesmere Port always turn up for the fight. They always turn up to win. They always play with an energy and a competitive spirit that will always keep them in the game. So it'd be a different type of game for Conquerors. I don't think they've ever played a team like Ellesmere Port before. So maybe a bit of a culture shock. It'd be interesting how they cope with that. If Ellesmere Port play to the best of their ability, Conquerors might struggle. They might think, "What the hell have we turned up to?" This is not what we're used to. So but Conquerors for me, big favourites there because they've done so well in our league. Then you have Trafford, who are the 2nd seed, playing against the 3rd seed from the south. So 2nd from the north, 3rd from the south. Again, I think Trafford will get the win here against Magic.
I think Magic will get it.
Well, Magic beat Stars in our league, but for me they blow too hot and cold. I don't know what Magic you're going to get. Sometimes you see them, you think world beaters. Next time you see them, and it all disappears. Excuse the pun. So based on form, based on consistency, I'm going to say Trafford for that one.
Okay. So
potentially setting up a Conquerors Trafford semi-final. Then Wyatt versus Shan. I think, again, Shan, they've lost one of their key defenders. She's gone to another club. I think that's going to be... The thing is that defensively, in the last game they played, they're brilliant. If they can improve the attacking part of their game, it's going to be a good test for Wyatt, but Wyatt, they shouldn't lose this one. They shouldn't lose this one based on how much experience they have in the league. AP Saints then playing Little Sutton, and if you're thinking, well, Little Sutton are not from the north, this is the 2nd seed from the south playing the 3rd. The 3rd seed. No, what have I done here? Oh yeah, the 4th seed from the north, and basically it's because Oaksway dropped out.
Right. Okay.
So I tried getting as many northern teams as possible. Couldn't do it. So I had to venture more down south. And Little Sutton, they wanted to be involved in the league. They failed to get in via the qualifying competition, and they snapped my arm off to play in this competition. So Little Sutton, enjoy. AP Saints, they're on a good run of form. They come to our Netball Cup competition. They done very well the other day. They qualified for our national tournament there. Little Sutton will be in our Netball Cup, and I think AP Saints are on a good run of form. They should win that game based on what I've seen of them. I haven't seen Little Suttons under 14s hardly, so I can't really comment on how good or bad they are. So I'm going to say AP Saints. So I think Conquerors Trafford semi-final, along with a wire.
Conquerors Magic, but there we go.
So Conquerors. Yes, you going Conquerors Magic. I'm going Conquerors Trafford. Wire then versus AP Saints. I would say then Wire Conquerors final. I'm going to go with mine.
I was going to say the same. You beat me to it. Yeah. without a doubt, I think that's exactly how it's going to happen. I really do. Conquerors of
Yeah.
Wire.
Conquerors
You know,
Wire.
when you
There you go.
when you look at this list and you go, how everybody's playing, I think the Conquerors Magic game is going to be really interesting. And if Magic have cast their spells, I think, you know, they've got a very good chance of winning it. But Conquerors are on fire. Same with Wire. I just think those two teams this season, yeah, that's what's going to happen there. I see.
Cool. There you go. Right, last one, under 50.
Like us to agree, mate, to be fair. Right, yes. What's going on in the world? I've lost my thing. You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I thought I lost you then.
Okay, someone messaged me and said, who's Hucklecoat? And I'm like, well, I can explain now. So the top seed from the south playing the 4th seed from the north. We had two teams drop out of the northern one. So Bury and Grangetown dropped out. So Northwich Sapphires moved up the table. So they took one of the spots. Northwich were in our league. So they moved up one. They come into the competition. And Huckle, again, I tried other northern teams. Hucklecoat are local to that venue. They're a performance-minded team. They're getting more involved in our competitions. And I said to them, would you like a crack at playing at a national tournament? And they said, not a problem.
There you go. Lovely.
There we go. So Hucklecoat, thank you so much for stepping in. Enjoy it. Again, I can't comment on yourselves. Never seen this particular team before. So AP Saints, all I can say is you are the favourites. You're expected to go through. Hucklecoat, and you cause a shock. That's all I'm saying. But we do expect AP Saints to win just because we've seen them. We know what they're capable of. They've got some really high quality players. And to be honest, this is a competition. If AP Saints are serious, especially about doing well in the England under-16s netball competition next season, this is a competition they should be winning. So there you go. Wire Team Beds.
You say it.
Yeah. Wire Team Beds, I love this game. Team Beds are that feisty, all action team. You know, they can roll you up, and not because they're doing anything bad. It's because they're fans. Their coaches are just fully committed. It's warrior time when Team Beds turn up. So I think Wire need to be careful not to kind of fall into the trap of get involved in the noise and the emotional attachment to the game.
Team Beds have been coming back playing well as well. They went back up that league. They were on a losing streak and then on a winning streak. Sort of thing.
I think Wire, again, a more calm, more chilled nature to them. It's how they cope with a more high energy team, a team that's going to be loud. They're going to be in your face. Everything is going to be contested. You've got for basically 32 minutes of just non-stop feeling like someone's in front of your face. It's going to be a tough game. This, I'm going to say Wire because experience and the amount of experience they have competing in our leagues and our national events. This Wire team in particular have done 2 national tournaments. I think, or maybe 1. I'm not sure, but they should have enough experience to win this game. But at the same time, there's going to be a challenge. When we talk about the culture shock, I think Wire, it's again, it's you can play netball, but you're going to have to manage the environment as well, which is a different aspect to playing. When you play sport, not only do you have to focus on playing the game, you've got to focus on but sometimes you have to manage the environment around you differently to how you would do it normally. And I think this is going to be one of those ones. I think Team Beds are just a very in your face, super competitive team. And if you allow that to kind of emotionally charge you, then you're going to suffer the consequences. I like watching Team Beds. A bit like I said, a bit like Neil Sutton, all action, like it. Everyone's fully committed. And do you know what I love about Team Beds as well? The bench players sit there and they're so encouraging to the players on the court.
That's good. That's good to see.
They don't sit there. They don't look like they're upset or they're annoyed they're not playing. They are fully committed to the girls on the court, which is really cool. So yeah, good game that is. I expect Wire to win, but at the same time, it isn't going to be easy. Wire, you need to be ready for that. It's going to be a tough one. Bramall, Sutton Town, similar to AP Saints. I think Bramall come into this, and to be honest, I think anything but a win for them won't be a good day at the office. I'm going to say it straight away. I think they have enough quality to win this event. That should be their aim. Sutton Town will present a tough game for them, but I think Bramall should, based on what we've seen in the league, they should win this game and advance to the semi-finals. That's it.
Well, okay, all right. I have to say, I do think Bramall will win that. I really do, even though I think Sutton Town's a great team. Bramall definitely, yeah.
So last game is not last game, but the last game. Well, the fourth game on this list: Little Sutton versus Northwich Sapphires. Little Sutton finished the season strong, 3 wins out of 3. Blew up the table. Northwich Sapphires. No team had an easy ride against them. They're a great team. They got a superb goal attack. I think it's one of the best players in the league this season. Great defence. I love this game. I think it's a 50-50. I'm going to side more of Little Sutton just because I think of their competitive spirit might give them the edge in the game.
I'm going to go with Northwich Sapphires, I think, because they've done a lot to make it into the position, and sometimes you just don't know. They just come out and their gameplay can be brilliant. So I'm going to go with them just because you've gone for Little Sutton as well. I think that's I think it is 50-50 to be fair, but I'm going to go with Northwich. I really am.
Oh, well, let's look at, based on what we think, how the event may pan out. So AP Saints and Wire for me, it would be one in the semi-finals. Then Bramall against Little Sutton. Based on that, I think it potentially may be a Bramall AP Saints final, and what a final that would be.
I would agree. I would definitely agree with that. For some, but I don't know what it is, but AP Saints Bramall, that to me is just shining up to
I think those two teams in particular, anything but a win on Sunday represents not a good day. And I'm saying that as harshly as possible.
Win, I'm moving my cameras out of the way because they ain't going to be happy.
So those two teams for me, anything but a win for you, and I think it's potentially not a great day at the office. I think they both should be winning this. If they do meet in the final, what a final that would be. But if Wire were to play AP Saints as well, I can see Wire winning that game. It potentially could be a Wire Bramall final. Again, teams, listen, prove us wrong. If we're kind of not thinking you're going to win, then prove us wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's good. Yeah, it should be. I'm really excited about this. It's last season we couldn't get it going. This season I've been adamant it will go ahead. And when you look at these fixtures,
well done. I'm glad you got this going because it's
but
nice.
When you look at the fixtures, Martin, there's so much quality in it.
Exactly.
So without it, we wouldn't be able to see it. So again, after the weekend, when all the pictures go up, when all the videos are being done, the girls are going to look back on it and think, what a great day. Great memories, great opportunity to learn, great opportunity to enhance their knowledge and their experiences.
Wow, what a great one to win. How cool is that going to be?
Historical, mate.
Yeah, historical. Get in there.
And also, we don't have a match day program for this, for the simple reason as well. Once we do, I've had a lot of a bit of aggro getting it together, so it's really hard to kind of focus on it when I was focusing so much on trying to make sure I had the teams in place.
Yeah.
So that was difficult. But next season, because we have the historical data, there will be a program, there will be a thing in place. But this season, because it was a lot of trouble trying to make sure we had the teams, I just couldn't focus on doing an additional program. So, but again, looking forward to the weekend. If you can't be there, watch it online. If you are coming, book online. and come and support the girls and cheer them on. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where you come. Again, it's all about competition. It's all about competing.
This a great learning curve for them. This is, if you've not been this is great for when you come into the grand finals as well, because it's going to be exactly the same, just a different title. That's how much commitment both ENG and FBL have. It's exactly the same. It's literally, how cool is that to know that you know how to deal with these and you get that feeling of how it will be. So get you on winning ways as well, isn't it?
Well, it's a bit like me saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna start an events company and I'm gonna put an event in the O2."
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
is that next year, mate?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. But listen, like you have to take small steps forward in order to reach where you need to go. And this is one of those ones. This is a step forward. It's not a step backwards. It's a step forward to where you need to go. End of story. So again,
start somewhere.
Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to seeing all the girls play. Looking forward to seeing all the pictures and the video and the videos coming out of it. But yeah, it's going to be good fun. Going to look forward to it. And Martin, I'll see you at the weekend, mate.
Mate, yeah, look forward to it. Look at get all the kit, get everything sorted out for the live streams, and we'll be there, mate. We'll be there.
Cool. Right,
everybody,
enjoy.
Don't forget to subscribe. We're on all the social media channels. I think you know where they all are now. If you don't, please go in, click subscribe. It's always nice to have those numbers going up, making us look very more important. And we look forward to all seeing you on the weekend, whether it's on in live or online. Thank you very much.
Thank you.